next story we're going into here is a doozy. It's about Andrew Garfield here talking about how he would want the Spider-Man role to kind of like change in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. He is quoted here saying, "I was kind of joking, but kind of not joking." He said, "What if MJ was a dude? Why can't we discover that Peter is exploring his sexuality? It's hardly even groundbreaking, so why can't he be gay? Why can't he be into boys?" And he goes into like a little further here, saying explicitly who he would actually like to play as the male Mary Jane, saying, "I've been obsessed with Michael B. Jordan since The Wire," and he was also in the movie Chronicle as well. "He's so charismatic and talented. It'd be even better. We'd have interracial bisexuality." Okay, first off, first question I have to go into is this kind of crapping all over the Spider-Man mythos with him saying this, and if it actually even happened? Your take on this, guys. I'm leaving it to your hands.
My mind probably exploded already. I mean, dude, like, I don't even know how to feel hearing that.
It's interesting in theory, but it's one of those things that, like, you really just shouldn't go messing with. I mean, certain things you can change. This isn't one of them, unfortunately. You could pick something else, you know, and I understand because it's trying to be very, very progressive, and that's wonderful. Like, that's great. Like I said, it works great in theory.
None of us are homophobes by any means or anything, but with our joking about the story. But it's just the fact that it's Spider-Man, and you're basically changing like maybe too much about the Spider-Man character. It'd be great if it was like its own thing, like make it its own property, whatever, with that idea. But not Spider-Man, you know.
I'm just like, that's like, they changed, him to Miles Morales, which that was an interesting.
I like that. Yeah, I like the Miles character.
Yeah, it was.
I hadn't read anything about it, but from what I hear is, I mean, it's not bad. So,
and there was.
I really don't care anything about character traits. I don't care if you're gay or straight or whatever. It really doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
And it doesn't.
But the thing is, with that character, they knew that they couldn't do it with Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So they had to make a new character to be able to do that with, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you can't really go messing. Peter Parker is one of the longest, oldest comic book heroes.
Most cherished characters in comic book history.
Yeah.
He's one of the most franchised Marvel characters there is.
I mean,
absolutely.
He's one of the most franchised characters on the planet.
Yeah.
It's not because it would be a bad thing to see or whatever else. It messes with too much of the story.
Yeah.
It screws with way too much of the story. At this point, you might as well just not even call it Spider-Man, call it something else and do something else.
Like, why?
Because you're not being true to the story.
Yeah, and
and
just for people, I mean, you kind of summed it up, but for people that are fans, especially me, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. If people that are fans of his actual character, it's like that changes every aspect about his character. It's like he's not even the same person anymore. That person that I like reading about because I like his personality in the comics.
I don't know if I would like reading him or not. I don't know. You're not even talking about the same character anymore.
I think the thing that weighs more heavily on my mind is just like, okay, you're fresh into what is probably going to be a franchise, or a pretty good run for these Spider-Man movies.
Like a new trilogy, probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably a trilogy. I'm just like, this is probably not the best time to start throwing this stuff out. I'm just like, no. Bad move, Andrew Garfield.
Do you want to keep your job?
I mean, like, it's fine, like, say if you want to make, like, Porcupine Boy or something like that, and, like, have him be into dudes or whatever, that's fine. I mean, I would actually be interested in reading, like, some kind of story, like, where you have, like, an alternate lifestyle superhero in some way, like, whether it be gay or someone who's, like, transsexual or something,
I mean, there have been quite a few.
Now that you brought this up, and not especially since you say that, what is it? Moondragon and the female Quasar, they actually were lovers. So it's like they've played this before, this has been done.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not something new in comic books.
Well, North Star.
Yeah, the big X-Men wedding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's new or fresh or anything. That's the thing. It's not. I see it as it's not trying to do it to be progressive necessarily. It's more trying to do it to capitalize on the idea of it. That kind of thing. It's not. it's not necessarily genuine.
Right.
You know, it may be genuine, but it doesn't feel that way. And trying to force it in would make it feel not genuine. I guess that's my argument.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice in an alternate reality where that could happen, but it can't in this one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're losing brownie points, Andrew Garfield. Stop saying that.
It's bad enough that like he's running around like the movie like most of the time without his mask on, like freaking.
Yeah. What's the point of being Spider-Man if you're not gonna wear the mask?
Right.